Well, I'm sure KRÜ expected they'd be playing this map here. Probably didn't put too much stock in the old XSET versus FPX fracture game. They knew that wasn't going to be coming up and avoiding a big problem for most teams. But here on Ascent, oh, ardiis is gone.
Timmy the Turret, it gets the opening kill. Can we get that as a stat? First kills for Timmy the Turret is currently 1, and everybody else is on 0.
Wow, leading the charge. You love to see it. And indeed, just like Goldenboy said, that Killjoy pick on the defense already giving massive value. The dash in from keznit. 2 men down. They've yet to clear out the positions. KRÜ now meeting a bit of a barrier, a bump in the road. The sea getting a bit rocky. Not a stable cruise. They're losing players one after another. Damage done and well traded out by FPX to close.
The other side is, what are we getting from keznit? Where is Mazino going to be? Like, how far are they willing to push and challenge this FPX side so that they can't get into the places like they just were, where they are comfortable?
That Marshall has been spotted out. First shot ringing was the Marshall, and at that point I think FPX are going to be incredibly cautious of taking ranged duels. Now this buy that they've gone for here. So they've got their 3 rifles, 2 pistols to back it up. They're expecting to maybe take some more losses than we'll normally see in these pistol rounds with the double light buy. That's some good damage, but there's the Marshall. Swinging through, looking for a victim, getting damage done, but no one there to follow up.
I wonder how early they actually opt to try and juggle this weapon over to a different player, just to make sure that it's not easily going to fall over to enemy hands. The thing is, though, they are starting to take a lot of tags. Mazino now able to get one of his own, and already, just look how many low players they currently are on the other side. The difference, though, is they've still been unable to take anyone, but eventually it is the wall bang with the shorty. You've not seen that one before?
Oh, all the time, of course. The penetration value of those bullets is way up there. I would love to say good damage. 2 kills normally would be okay, but
managed to pull it off in the same manner. So, yeah, it must be infuriating. But again, just look at the purchases already here. Every single player with a rifle on board for FPX is going to make this one much more of an even playing field. In fact, even keznit has low shields at this stage after the Marshall he bought. And already they are looking to put some serious pressure on. Nice shot from NagZ, though. Just watching his teammates back. The trade is quick, though, and this leaves delz in a lot of trouble, and the timing couldn't be worse.
They don't know how lucky they just got. SUYGETSU was low HP, walling up, healing himself, and all that space was given to him thanks to Angel, the 3rd kill of the round, and he'll get 4. A strong start from the IGL.
Just how good they are at actually setting up. You see the paranoia there. Gives the space over to ardiis to almost run through. And well, they're already just running and gunning. Look at the sheer pace of which they're looking to swarm into this A side. They've realized that their opponents just can't deal with them.
Marshall shot didn't connect. These players, it needs to be to the head. They're all shielded up. They spotted 3 right at the start. I was surprised they even continued the commitment, but wanted to catch 1 or 2 off guard in an angle that wasn't favorable. They didn't, so now the rotations come into play. Angel's going to be lurking up through mid, the rest of the team focusing on the B side, and they've been spotted. Now's the time to make a move, but keznit's come in. That Marshall again, it found so much damage in previous rounds it allowed for a shorty wall bang.
Oh, it's nasty. I mean, we don't see the wall too often anymore just because it's something so predictable, but he does it after his teammates have already entered into the site, the focus normally dipping. ardiis, again, like, they are doing a lot of damage when it comes to these weaker weapons. They're bringing players low, but again, you have the heals available, not something too normal on this map in general, but that's a big trade. That's actually going to be a rifle likely into the hands of delz, but Angel. Oh, this could be so perfect.
It's so late. Oh, they've hurt him! But the shot is missed. Angel still ends up coming ahead in that fight.
1 enemy
Just
remaining.
ridiculous. A 4K in the previous round, and this one, sure, they didn't have a lot to work with. But KRÜ, they looked like they were right back into the round, like they do so much more damage, but this man has been on fire in these last 2 rounds. Marshall with a 2nd headshot in the round. I think the first might have been through the smoke for keznit.
Like attack pause out, because they can't afford for this to go any further. If they lose this round, they're looking at likely a 6-0 deficit. You're basically done.
So we've seen this a couple of times from FPX. That one-way smoke comes down on A main, and they go past it with the Shrouded Step. Angel this time, he ran towards it and Shrouded Step backwards. Faked it out completely. They keep their players in position. It maybe didn't work as the full fake that they hoped for. Still 2 players here waiting, and now the rotation from keznit. Flash doesn't actually hit him. Got a decent angle to spam away at, but they wall it up. SUYGETSU's good, just taking advantage of the chaos. Not a chance for NagZ to go undetected there. He had a trail leading them right to him. At this point, a matter of seconds into the round, it's a save.
They're being slaughtered. Like, this isn't even competitive at this stage. The reads that are coming out from FPX are making them look foolish. SUYGETSU's just chilling. And an easy kill in the end. Mazino's still trying to challenge this, but you could just see the sheer confidence on the FPX players at this point. I can win any battle, I can win any duel. At this point, but they were fooled by it completely.
Good paranoia to start. Pressure on for KRÜ. Already in a bit of panic stations with all this noise going out. And Angel continuing on his dominance. 9-1 in duels right now. And Tom, you know, I feel like at this point, KRÜ... Oh, they need a hero that flashes them. Fantastic! That's how he dies for the second time.
Oh, God. Wow, this is the most competitive round we've seen. A little bit of re-aggression after the smoke's going down. They're going to be able to retrieve some weaponry off of it as well. keznit not connecting, though. He's got to be careful. A miss here could give them a chance back into the round, but no. He puts ardiis down. SUYGETSU re-pushing. Now, he does have himself the res, so that's the plan, but it actually takes the fight above it first. Tries to now cover off his teammate Mazino, looking to try and throw the flash in, but instead he's been forced back again. A wonderful shot coming out. Shot coming out from keznit, goes back for more though. Maybe a little greedy, and they've been able to hit at least a bit of utility onto Mazino. However, eventually they do close it. A little.
This time they don't win you rounds. KRÜ got their first on the board. They're able to buy up nice and neatly here, and they've got so many ultimates in play. FPX don't have that. Their ult economy is lagging behind a little bit. Maybe ahead, I suppose, realistically, but KRÜ, a ton at their disposal in this one.
Wow, keznit actually playing ahead of the smoke. It's not really going to help too much on the FPX side. His confidence in this map, as sort of Bren said, is going to be integral. Like, the first few rounds, I think he was 1 kill up until the last round, managing to get a trip off the Bladestorm, and you can just see the difference in his style of play. Like, really looking to try and challenge in mid, not wanting to give any of that ground up, but especially because FPX, they've played into short A, but they haven't had a massive amount of presence in mid, at least so far this game. They've avoided him almost completely.
That may come in a little bit later, but for now, he's been given a fairly boring task a lot of the time. We start out 40 seconds. Operator recovered. Angel going to make use of his low HP and try to duel around this smoke. Good luck to him. Peek out is caught instantly by Mazino. A flash.
30 seconds left.
They peek on the back of it. They waited for it. Played anti-flash. Still no kill to be found. And there's a little bit of an off angle in play. It's a tough duel to win with keznit taking heads. 4 kills for this man. To the A site, they'll send absolutely everything in. Angel already rounding the corner, but then they pump the brakes.
I think they all got hit by the knife. I think every single one of them got hit by the knife, so they have no choice but to fall away. And now the null command coming out as well. That utility from Mazino has completely stopped the push. And that's the thing. This is something that FPX have fallen back to. These really fast A takes, because they were having so much success on the entry. It seems like this time KRÜ are very ready for it.
Absolutely. The information they gained now, though, becomes stale. These players could be literally anywhere. At some point, you're going to want to re-aggress for the info, but they'd actually just put, I think, Klaus threw in a Prowler, saw nothing in B main, nothing outside of B main. They have their turret to watch it. They have made control with the trap. But even despite that, they are playing pretty heavy towards the B side, considering the utility in play. And I think after that early contact, you'll very frequently see NagZ be the only player that's on the B side. Maybe I'll have some help around mid, but they're doubled up. And for her troubles.
Oh, they're expecting the wall boost this time. The peek out, though, is Shao to trade it, and the spam is not going to really connect onto anything. 2 players still at the back of this site, though, with the TP. That allows delzik to at least help out his team a little bit, but he goes down. I think he had a paranoia in hand. Now just trying to clear out Klaus, and he's gone as well. They had a stack up of players, and they get nothing for it. FPX, they basically walked into a trap, and they come out with 3 players.
That's when players should be like, go on, plant! But no, they're like, hey, guys, it's okay. Let's first take this, then this, and then we'll plant. If we need to. Madness.
6-2. Still, though, the economy that's built up for KRÜ is going to give them enough. But again, we've already seen this over previous rounds, just what they're able to do with this Nightfall. The delay, though, that's been caused off the fragment might be enough to make things interesting. keznit has been made to look like a fool, but the trade back from Mazino gives them the advantage once again, but not for long. And now Klaus, this time he has to get something here.
Solid open. Holding under control here, they could be anywhere, and they're showing him that. His teammates coming to spawn. That smoke will be up for a little bit longer. They use it now to cross, spot a player, and mark it! Oh! I mean, that must have been called on the walk down. Klaus was confused. He was caught off guard.
He got one. He actually got nags whilst just spamming through the wall. And now it comes back into the 1 versus 1. The Haunt is going to buy the time for Shao for the swing. He was waiting for it. Delzik is going to clutch things out, give them their 3rd round. Again, they've been so dicey back and forth, and neither team really able to be dominant over these last couple. The thing is, though, again, I feel like whoever gets to play Sage for FPX just ends up at the top of the board, which is peculiar.
The Battle Sage. But yeah, it's a very valuable agent to have someone who takes duels on. Look at Angel go. Opening up this round, it's keznit gone, and you know, we avoided that mid control for so long, gave keznit some space, he felt comfortable, and now he's being challenged.
The problem as well is there was some weaker weapons here. Like, you're looking at ardiis basically just playing his headhunter. Zyppan only has a sheriff, but the fact is them getting that opener means that there could be gun retrieval. However, Angel goes down to NagZ. I like the fact that you see the initial push-up from Delzik as well. He goes, okay, we need a way back into this round. Let's both just try and find a fight. The second they find that fight, both of them fall back into passive positions. They're not willing to overcommit and try and win the round for their team. They just want to try and equalize things.
Happy to pop the reset. Now, FPX have done that too. They've sent ardiis over to short to retrieve Angel's weapon. And with the rifle in hand, his lurk is on.
Knife.
He's moving through mid. They've spotted players in B main. This is the one gap. Tom, it's wide open. With keznit gone in this early round, that pick that Angel found might just have opened the door for ardiis to walk through. He's sneaking into spawn as we speak. It seems 1 kill is guaranteed, and that it is. Now the pressure's on. Mazino has to run because he can't stay in spawn. There's a guy behind him. Maybe he'll have the timing though. No, they're watching it. Never mind.
Shame you had to die.
Yeah, I don't really know how that was just overlooked.
Like the play by FPX, they looked for a gap and they found it. Gave themselves the time. That's interesting. One-way smoke, turret, judge up close. If Angel dies to this, I think they'll be traumatized. Oh, that's such a great knife! If they pursue it too much, well, they'll end up going down. I would have thought. Delzik, though, was dealt with without doing anything, and keznit is just stuck.
He might not even get to use his Blade Storm for the entirety of this round. No command in. They're baiting out these ults, but I don't think FPX are going to mind an attempt. A failed one at that, just trying to get rid of SUYGETSU. And finally the Blade Storm's online. He's had to use all of them just to get rid of that one man. FPX able to stabilize here, and again,
spawn.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's playing into FPX's hand either way. This has been so tough for a team. Look, they didn't pick this map, but they're strong on it. Their team. Look, they didn't pick this map, but they're strong on it. They're strong on the defense, and KRÜ now in a lot of trouble. This final round, I mean, they need it. And then they need the pistol to follow it up. I mean, it's hard to imagine FPX defensive side ardiis now starting to get in the rhythm a little bit, and now you put him on defense. He won some of the previous maps on his own.
The thing is, after the failed sort of mid control, keznit actually just goes straight into playing on the B side. The thing is, they've early broke the turret, so he now has to go roaming around just in fear that they've actually gone back in the other direction. And you can see on the other side, they're expecting a level of aggression just to try and find out some information. Good use of the fragment to at least delay, but it doesn't last for long.
Delzik in the corner, great paranoia, but somehow ardiis still gets that kill. The trades come in thick and fast, and it's KRÜ who seem to be ahead. keznit getting out of there with his life, but he didn't land the shot. He didn't find another frag, and instead, the plant has come down and ult through for information. Did it catch all three? I think so.
Now they're going to turn it back. You can see them trying to stick around ardiis, just waiting to leave at the very last second, but instead he goes down. Still going to be a 3v3 and not for long. SUYGETSU already dropping one. still a rotation attempting to be coming through from keznit, and they've still got the information that Klaus has just sat up here. The time ticking. They need to get a move on, and they need to get a move on now, and it's left all on to Klaus. He will get nothing more. It is a dominant attacking half for FPX, and honestly,
see if his jet fuel can bring him across the line. Here we go, 1:35 on the clock, and immediately KRÜ are blitzing into B. They're making a lot of noise, dragging this push out of Angel, but Angel could be in danger. What? NagZ had gone back, he's left it. Ends up with a trade? I mean, that's better than it should have been.
Zyppan's actually the one to get the kill from behind him, and he's stuck around. He's in fact going for a little bit more, maybe a bit too greedy in this position, but never mind. They are just disrespecting their opponents at this point. They are pushing into mid, and still it comes down to this 1v1 scenario. SUYGETSU, his read, it's so perfect, but he doesn't get the timing quite right. He's going to have to go back around, break the glass, and try and wrap back through, running around the edge, and he gets the headshot almost too easily. The fragment not damaged. It's not quite an Odin, but it's halfway there.
You know what? You know what? I appreciate it, Shao. I really do. The Ares, though,
almost goes down.
The Ares didn't get contact. It's on its way around to mid. Mazino taking Angel. That's a solid start for a round that, again, they did not force buy. This is not a heavy investment. It's not do or die. It's a round that they should probably lose, and instead, they've done a ton of damage already, and we're still in the 4v4. Plus, look at where they're going. They're on B. They're in spawn. Ardiis is about to be stabbed in the back. That's devastating! This Sheriff actually, with low HP on these players, has a good shot on range, but the airy supremacy in full effect! Look at him go!
Come on! I guess Shao's just decided to make your day. There you go, but SUYGETSU's gone down. Again, this round is still very much competitive. The only problem is the awkward position of the spike. The swing comes back out. Shao has, he's unfortunately made the Ares work.
And into this map, but Tom, if this is anything to go by, it wouldn't have changed the result. This has to be one of the best attacking sides we have seen. And to start things out, we're trading damage, but with rifles in play for KRÜ and FPX playing this as... this is funny, because they are actually playing a bonus round. This is, and I mean this is not an FPX bonus round, it's a bonus round.
Yeah, they didn't even really buy massively into the rifles in the last either, so I think it was a Guardian that was lost, and a few other pieces. Delzic's got to be careful here, he can't afford to lose that fight. The Ares still going strong. They actually walled themselves in as bait, and then managed to actually take the fight and escape. Even still, though, quite a bit of space found. SUYGETSU the timing completely wrong. Tries to dissipate away and gets caught instead. There's a lot of players here, though, Mitch. 3 players already rotating in towards the B side, and that's where the spike's currently going.
Oh, Mazino's been baited in. The swing out by Ardiis right afterwards. Just that LMG sounding off. It scared them. The spike's outside of B. But they have players coming into A. The site now secured, the rotation guaranteed, but the difference is FPX came into this with scraps, with breadcrumbs. Now they're going to retrieve those rifles, be able to fight back into this round with some actual firepower.
Yeah, they've had to go the long way around. Angel all the way through the spawn just to collect the gun, and actually, keznit, he was low on HP, desperately low, but wanted to try and find something extra, give his team an advantage going into the fight. Okay, all the players are at least tagged on the FPX side, but they now have a man advantage.
It's not like this, surely. The one time we see FPX take that low by 30 HP. I mean, it has to be Klaus to go huge. He's caught one. At least the trade doesn't come in. He's still stuck out in the open, though, and his teammate's so low. Angel won't get anything done. 3 kills for Klaus. He will save the day this time around, but Tom...
done with the null command. Can they take away some of that utility early? The fact is, though, just look at how much map control's being challenged for. Ardiis again just disrespecting this Latin American team. keznit has gone early. Angel's going to add to the turmoil as Mazino, the second-hand man, is gone as well.
Yeah, this is KRÜ spread now, taking a lot of control, trying to win their duels on angles. It was mid they wanted to fight on, and they didn't get the opportunity, having lost short. Now these players are completely trapped. They're completely surrounded. The Odin's on to Klaus, and with NagZ stuck in the corner, they know exactly where he is. Delzic's the last man alive. The credits are running dry on KRÜ, and if they lose this round, well, I think they've already lost it. They're going to need 8 in a row to hit overtime. They're going to need overtime, and then they're going to need bind.
Match point.
Fact is, they're so far behind. 8 in a row needed. A Blade Storm at least, a few ults to play behind it, but there's the same on the other side.
Bring them down.
And while so far FPX have looked indestructible on this map.
Those 2 Spectres, man, I mean, we need keznit to find some opening duels, get that damage in. Zyppan already. Same thing KRÜ were doing to them. Destroy the utility, pop down the nade, wall up now. Both can focus on taking that duel together. The Blade Storm leading the charge. keznit has been so good with this ultimate in play, but he leaves, he falls back, gets them to play in a little bit of utility, and then they'll blitz B, but the rotation hasn't come through either. They know that now. The ultimate's given them all the information they could possibly need. Over on the FPX side, they tuck in, they wait, and now the Odin comes through, bringing it to bear on his opponents. ardiis will drop Mazino, ardiis will drop another! This is unbelievable stuff from ardiis and Ace to close out the map! They were already down and out, but he has just destroyed them, sending KRÜ